Hello guys to my new video. In the beginning I want to say sorry for my English because English is not my native language, so please don't expect for me to speak fluently, but I hope we will understand each other. Um, the reason I made this video is because I saw actually many people ask me, many people asked me um, about laptops, so I'm not really sure if anybody gonna watch this video, but I decided to make it. While thinking to buy a laptop, you need to know what you're actually gonna do with your laptop. I made 4 categories. That's laptop in general, which include working on a laptop, gaming on a laptop, watching movies, or simply browsing the internet. I'm gonna focus on a gaming, but I'm also gonna cover the rest of categories. So let's start with gaming. While gaming, you should know that laptops are not like regular PCs. Your screen is much smaller. Laptop is simply less powerful than regular PC. But you are able to do everything that you want to do. Let's start with working on laptop because it's not a big category. Working, it includes photo editing, writing, video editing. Then I would highly recommend going for an iMac, that's Apple laptop, simply because they are made for working. Yosemite is really good operating system. It's really made for people who work on a laptop. But if you're gonna game on your laptop, that Apple is simply not the laptop you should go for. While gaming on a laptop, you should know that laptops actually get really hot. You should consider buying a cooling pad for your laptop because your processor can get like 100 degrees while gaming some demand games. Also, while talking about temperatures, their reason for existing like gaming laptops, specific gaming laptops, because they have a better cooling. But if you are on a budget and you simply want to play games but you don't want to give a lot of money, yes, there are laptops that you can buy and game on them without any problems. On a gaming, you should have a good processor, good graphic card, enough RAM memory, and if possible you'll want to get SSD. Games like Attila Total War, they have high load times, so SSD just makes it really quickly. SSD also gonna help you with loading times, or even start up a laptop. Starting a laptop with SSD takes like 5 seconds. If you're using Mozilla Firefox and you have some add-ons, then it's gonna make much more quickly. Now let's talk about processor. There are a couple of processors you should consider for your laptop. That's simply Intel. AMD is not that good for gaming laptops. You should consider Intel Core i5 or Intel Core i7. It don't really matter which generation you're gonna buy because there is not a big difference between 4th, 5th and 6th generation Intel Core processors. Yes, there is, but it's not that big for gaming. If you are able, I would recommend going for Intel Core i7 simply because you can multitask. You can game, you can stream, you can listen to music in the same time. Simply, it's really good for multitasking. It has multi-threading, which really helps. What is actually multi-threading? It's not a physic core. If you have 4-core processor and you have like multi-threading on it, that means that multi-threading actually put your work on a wait. So your processor don't really need to find what is your next on waiting queue. So it already knows what the next thing it should, let's say, do with multi-threading. Multi-threading is simply helping your processor doing things much faster. So don't think that if you have 4 cores and multi-threading that you have actually 8 cores. No, you don't. It's not a physical core. The next thing we should talk about is graphic cards. If you're going to game on laptop, then you should consider buying NVIDIA GTX series graphic card. You can go for the AMD or NVIDIA GT, but they are not made for gaming. You can play some casual games. You can also play League of Legends on them, but if you want to play some higher demand games, it's just simply not gonna work. There are a couple of GTX graphic card. There is GTX 950 M, which is DDR3. It's okay for gaming. I am actually gaming on this graphic card and I have absolutely no problem. Although I cannot game on 1080 resolution because it's not really high-end graphic card. But if I turn resolution down a little bit to 720, yes, I can play all games on max settings without any problems. I know that you should probably play your games on native resolution because image look much more sharper and cleaner, but it's what it is. If you want to play games on your native resolution, if you get full HD screen, it's 1080, then you should buy a card which is GDDR5. Those cards are GTX 960, 965, 917 and 980M. M means that it's a mobile graphic card, which is a laptop graphic card. For the memory of graphic card, you may want to take 4 gigabytes because there are some games that are using more than 2 gigabytes. The next thing is RAM memory. Well, you can take 4 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes, 12 or 16 gigabytes. You can even take 32 gigabytes, but it's not really necessary. The recommended amount of memory for the gaming on laptop is actually 16 gigabytes. You can go with 8 gigabytes. I have 8 gigabytes, but simply if you wanna game and do a little bit multitasking, like listening to music and just simply have a Facebook or Twitter open, you may wanna have more than 8 gigabytes. Why am I saying this? Because all laptops actually have integrated graphic cards, like some AMD or Intel HD graphic cards, and they're using your RAM memory. Yes, you're gonna game on your dedicated, but your integrated graphic cards are still using your RAM memory. There are a couple of RAM memories that you can possibly buy. It's DDR3, DDR3L and DDR4 RAM memory. It is better to get DDR4, but that means that you should go for the Intel Core 6th generation processor. It's a bit expensive, but it's worth it. It is really worth it. Your RAM is much more faster. That means that you can simply minimize your game quickly, really quickly, and keep your eye on a browser, then go back in the game. It's working like a charm. The next thing is SSD while gaming. Yes, SSD do have less space, but it is really worth it, especially with games like Attila Total War, where loading times are really high. SSD just makes it much more faster. SSD are probably, I would say, the best thing you can buy to improve the performance of your laptop. I noticed the higher um, improvement when I bought SSD. The next thing for gaming is you should ask yourself which games do you want to play. This is the most important thing. If you want to play high demand games, then you should go for the graphic cards I told you. But if you're a casual gamer, you don't really need to give a lot of money for the laptop. The next category is watching movies and browsing. If you want to watch movies, then you should go for the high resolution screen. Why? Because everything looks much more clear and it's simply awesome to watch movies on a high resolution. You're gonna see every single detail, while on a 720 you're not really gonna see any difference. But higher resolution screens are actually awesome for watching a movies. The same thing goes with browsing the internet. You can simply open many tabs and split them on a screen, like 4 tabs on a screen, and you're going to be able to read everything you want. That's about it about laptops. I would also recommend you to buy one of those 3 laptops. It's Acer, it's Asus, and it's Lenovo. It doesn't really matter which one you're gonna get, but I would recommend one of those 3. Laptops like Dell and HP, they're okay, but the thing with Dell is, and many people actually complain about it on the internet, is that Dell has the worst support ever. Like, if you have a problem with your laptop, they're not gonna help you. Like, believe me, just go on the internet and type Dell support. You're gonna see a bunch of negative comments about it. For HP, or many people would say HP laptops, their support is okay, but the quality of the laptop, like your keyboard or mousepad, touchpad, sorry, are not that good. General quality of HP laptops is not that good. That's about it. I hope I help you. One more thing, yes, sorry. You want to go on YouTube and watch the games on this spec. For example, you want to get i7 GTX 960, go on YouTube, search for games you want to watch, and type this kind of graphic card and this type of processor, and watch how the game works. Also keep eye on cooling, and that's about it. Thank you for watching, although I don't know if anybody gonna watch this video, but anyway, I decided to make it. And once more, sorry for my English. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Bye.